Welcome back, welcome back. It looks like we're going to have Apooche versus Crossfit. One of the most interesting ways to exercise. Not really a huge fan of CrossFit. Not that I don't think that exercise and all that, I mean, if you're going to do something, right? But just never been a huge fan. Let's get divisive. Wow! With CrossFit Jesus. That's quite good. Weekends America's group number 11. Not bad. Versus Apooche, our European champ. Let's see if he can win the American Championship as well. Last time he played a fairly aggressive game. I do like the use of the steel balls. CrossFit going with what appears to be an aggressive start on a singular flank. Okay. I wonder how chess would play if you could put all of your pieces just on one flank. Be a weird one, that's for sure. But it looks like Apooche kind of understands the way that these tanks are normally set up. Has the Arclight in a great position. Is going to put these crawlers in a good position. And then is he going to go after that tower? Having a unit here would not be a bad play. No. Follow-up unit. Okay. Full aggro by both players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this right? Yeah, 7 units versus... less. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I can't count. I'm getting tired. It is like 11:30 at night, my time right now. These American tournaments happen at a very odd hour for me, but it is what it is. Looking quite good here for Apooche. There's more than enough steel balls left, even a ton of crawlers. Yeah, well done. That Arclight honestly did a great job as well. Hey, the one little guy who could. I'm gonna get the base, boys! And off he goes. A good win here. CrossFit's still technically in the lead by points, or by HP. But I like Apooche's style. Ooh. Could be quite good. Increased by 80%. Could be quite good on a giant unit, or a surprise unit, in the late game. Instead, Apooche goes with more damage. Alright, I do like the idea behind that as well. Oh. And the assault mode here for the marksman. Okay. Not a bad choice at all. Nothing on the flanks for either player. Good choice, good choice. Some more crawlers here for support. I was gonna say, Apooche had $100 left over. What would it be? No crawlers. It's just an all-out battle in the front. So, the assault marksmen are pseudo-countered by steel balls. And I mean pseudo. I have seen marksmen get away with just taking out steel balls quite quickly. It all depends on the engagement angle here. But they're going to do very well at clearing out all of these crawlers. And it looks like this steel ball was distracted. He could have been working it down, but not quite. Oh, I think there's enough units. No, steel balls were able to do it. Nothing here can take out these tanks, though. So that's what I was talking about. The steel balls can kind of work, but steel balls tend to get distracted by things very quickly. And these marksmen having that shotgun effect means that they can often hit 2 or 3 steel balls. Very well done by CrossFit. Here comes the unit for Apooche. Overlord. Is there anything that shoots up? Oh, the Fang. Fang are all gone. Overlord could do it. Again, we see the Sandworm. CrossFit goes with a Wraith. Wraith will be eaten alive by the Mustang. A rank 3 Sabertooth. That's a lot of HP. That'd be able to tank a lot of damage. I'd still like to see just one unit, even just a unit of crawlers right up here to help deal with that. Looks like it is the level 3 Sabertooth. Not a bad choice in my opinion. This thing's going to be able to take a ton of damage, and the Farseers here, just able to support a little bit of, support if needed. We haven't really seen it get any upgrades in any of these games, but not bad. Some missiles, some damage. It's got good range. I don't hate it, and it's air to ground. So eventually we'll start working on those guys. Whoever gets replicating crawlers first is going to be in a really good way. Oh! Okay, no more steel balls. Instead going with the secondary Sabertooth. Sabertooth has a little bit more range, a little bit more HP. 3 saber teeth. Okay. And we see an upgrade on the command center's HP. As well as a health increase. Both players going with the defensive upgrade first. Alright, will the Mustang work down this Wraith in time? They're not doing a ton of damage to it. Ooh. Yeah, that Wraith looks like it's going to hold strong. Absolutely cutting through the Mustang. And now able to start working down the Sabertooth basically unmolested. Oh, it's not going so well for Apooche. The Sabertooth are pretty good health sinks, but not very good damage sinks. Not able to pump out a lot of damage very quickly. Able to eat through those tanks. Well, that should be that. I liked that Wraith tank. I think the Overlord would have been pretty good as well. Yeah. I just have a soft spot in my heart for Overlords. They used to be so dominant. It's Vulcans and Overlords. Oh, I love it. I love it. Please. Lightning Storm would also be huge here. Oh, he does go with the cheap minions. More Wraiths coming down here for CrossFit. I do like that. Somebody's... Well, actually, the replicating crawlers are pretty well dealt with right now. The thing with replicating crawlers is it's a very expensive upgrade that tends to go away pretty quickly. Anti-air for these Mustang? Or just a range increase? A shield. Okay. Give these guys time to deal some damage. Crawlers. On the flank, finally. Research space or research center. I don't know why I always say base. To me, it's a base. It's a giant tower that is just like an NVIDIA AI chip. If you haven't invested in NVIDIA, maybe don't. The stock's dropped a little bit recently. It's gone up and down, then up and down. I bought a whole bunch in like 2000, so quite happy with that. But off we go to the murder rampage. Ooh, these Mustang are actually doing quite a good job at just clearing away a ton of the chaff. Not as well as I think he would like, but down goes the tower in 3, 2, 1. Is there enough anti-air left? I don't think so. There is a Farseer. Farseer's damage is not, you know, not terrible. And these Mustang will eventually take down this Wraith. Shield's taking a pounding, but that's exactly what they're here for. Alright, this should do it. There's a lot of Sabertooths left. That's a good amount of damage. And Apooche's back in the game. Just like that, don't count him out. He's won a few tournaments, he knows a thing or two. Will we finally see the worm? I don't think so. I'd be very surprised. Old Worm Lord. I'd be more... Yeah, I was going to say I'd be... more leaning towards Scorpions and Fire Badgers. Maybe the Stormcallers. Stormcallers honestly wouldn't have been too bad there. But yeah, these Scorpions are going to do great against the Sabertooth. Fire Badgers are going to do great against this waves of chaff. I see it from both players' perspective. Now, CrossFit has to deal with this flank. Apooche invested a significant amount of cash. It doesn't look like CrossFit has the means, though. And now all of these units are significantly less expensive for Apooche as well. Oh, I do like this. Potentially turning a lot of enemy units. Only the one. But they should flood in and cause some drama. More Fire Badgers. Alright. We'll see how it goes. Those Fire Badgers might be a little out of position. Well, I mean, where else are we going to go? No flanking for either player. At least not that I'm aware of. Yeah, no flanking. Do we see a field recovery? No. And a missile. Down goes all of the crawlers. There is enough Mustang here to start working down these guys. Shields are all gone. Those flanking crawlers did quite a good job pulling away a lot of units. I don't think there's enough anti-air, though. These scorpions are making a very good showing for themselves, killing saber-tooths. Well, there might be enough anti-air. There may be. Ooh, it's going to be tight. These wraiths have so much HP. Go a little farcier. Is it going to be enough? It is. And another round here for Apooche. Basically evening up the game. You can't get much closer than that. Shields are gone now. Does Apooche keep spending money on it? He can, because he's earning a little bit more money just because his units are a little bit cheaper. Man, the advanced defensive tactics, though. Extra 350 for 30% more HP. That's a lot of HP. These crawlers are still in play. Do we see the Mustangs either grab more damage or the anti-air? Anti-air is quite good, 90% more damage, and it increases the range, meaning they start shooting down these wraiths a little bit quicker. If the wraiths get field maintenance, they will be able to survive through this without much issue at all. If the crawlers get replicate, this could become just madness. Apooche's scared of the electromagnetic blast. There is no electromagnetic blast for CrossFit. More crawlers coming down. For $100, he can play out a lot of crawlers. More wraiths. Oh, the wraiths can become very, very scary. More crawlers. Crawlers in the back line? No. Looks like just waves and waves of them. These fire badgers have a lot of work to do. They shouldn't have much of an issue eating through these things, but man, if this thing had replicate. I know I'm talking a lot about replicate. Alright, I'll stop. It's just one of my favorite upgrades. Alright? I know it's very easily countered, blah blah blah. But it's cool. I like it. Good burning. Man, these couple of little fire badgers doing a great job. It means that the chaff is able to get through just that moment longer. Isn't enough though. I still see a lot of enemy chaff. And I don't see a lot of easy answers. The Mustang are now level 2. Are they going to be able to take out the level 3? They do. And down goes the tower. Is this buying enough time? I don't think so. It earned him a wraith for his efforts. This little guy's going to be able to zoom around, but that's that. Maybe even able to take out a tank? Maybe? Nope. And Apooche takes a significant hit, losing a little bit over 1,000 HP. If I can do math. I didn't look at his HP before he started losing math. Or the thing. Oh, this could be good. CrossFit definitely thinks so. Disabling tech and getting rid of shields. Oh, and now it's getting pretty dicey. These wraiths are getting real powerful. Just doubled their damage output from 4 to 8. Very powerful. I do think that there needs to be some serious consideration on anti-air. Fire Badger's getting a range increase isn't terrible. It won't deal with the immediate issue. Saber-tooths are great, but again, can't shoot up. We may have an issue with units shooting up. Okay, successive shots, not bad. And more saber-tooths. Okay, Apooche might be trying to draw CrossFit into a heavy aerial game by just ignoring it. Saying, hey, I have 3 units of Mustang that should be enough to take out 4 very heavily upgraded wraiths. I don't think it is, but we'll see. If it comes down to just air fight, maybe eventually. Apooche using a lot of money on random bits and bobs, burning the midnight oil to grab a couple of shields as well. See how it goes. Shields are down almost immediately here for CrossFit. Snipers walk forward and die. Tank pushing forward, taking a lot of these cannon shots. Ooh, maybe. Maybe I misjudged. Maybe 3 units is enough. These Sabertooths are absorbing so much damage. Down go all the wraiths, and Apooche once again proves that I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Very, very nice win. Dropping Crossfit by almost 1,000 HP. And these two are once again fairly close. Oh. It's pretty good. But I don't know if there is enough time left. That's a big investment. Yeah, Apooche agrees. There isn't enough time left. Does Crossfit go with the orbital bombardment? Mustang are now level 4. Easily able to cut through all of the chaff. Crossfit's still thinking about it. That's a lot of shields here for Apooche, but he's got the cash. His units are cheap. There's something to be said about having inexpensive units. I would like to see more of these little guys. Burning the midnight oil, giving units speed and damage again. Level 2 core is not quite enough. At 23,000 HP, this guy can bring it down in just 2 shots. Maybe even just a mass thing of crawlers with an upgrade. Any upgrade. Maybe enough to earn Apooche another win. Hey, we do see it! Farseer with the electromagnetic explosion. I was hoping to see another one of these little guys. They're kind of cool. If it just can drop a little bit of damage out, it can deal... or it can shut down a unit pretty well. We shall see. Still sitting on $1,600 here for Farsight. He's got 8 seconds left. I hope he didn't disconnect. Or Crossfit. Come on, Crossfit. What are you doing? Oh no. I think he may have disconnected. Did Apooche just pray to the Mechabellum gods and suddenly pull out a disconnect on his opponent? It's possible. But this is going very much in the way of Apooche. Yeah, I think Crossfit might just die. I'm not sure what happened there, but poor guy. What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's that. That's way more than enough damage. GG, I guess. Good job, my man. I'll see you guys in perhaps the final round. Rice versus T-Man. Now, Apooche's going up against another player right now. I believe T-Man has already dropped a game. So if Apooche wins and Rice loses, then Apooche would be the winner of the tournament. Or there may be another game. Either way, it's like well past midnight my time, or maybe it's just like 11:30, one of those two things. This will be the last game in the series, because holy crap. I don't know what time zone the North American tournament is set to, but it's not Eastern Standard. Maybe in like Texas it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Who knows? But it is what it is. Probably record the European ones from now on. Anyways, we have Rice coming in with a supply specialist. I still like their supply specialist, but did not work out so well for Mumbo Jumbo, versus cost supply specialist for T-Man. Wow. The ripple effect on this logo actually looks quite good for the avatar. Kind of looks like steam is coming off the rice. It's quite cool. Alrighty. T-Man not going as aggressive. Didn't really have a great build for it initially starting. Still has $100 though. It's a little early, but he could have afforded an upgrade. I think holding on to it is not a bad idea though, if he plans on playing out perhaps a giant early. Wow, these arc lights were kind of out of position. A lot of the fighting had already taken place before those arc lights even got involved. Now they are involved though, as the wave of crawlers just comes in to die. It's going to save a little bit of damage here for T-Man. So I believe he'll be able to clear away all the chaff. Probably get one steel ball. Maybe, if that steel ball takes another hit. Or maybe not. Yeah, sledgehammers, man. They just fire so slowly. I think one steel ball did end up going down. But it's not going to be enough. Maybe be able to get a second one? Yeah, cool. And Rice, pretty dominant initial showing. Arclights were a little far behind, but hey, if everything was perfect, I mean, why would you be playing Mechabellum? You just go buy like a lotto ticket, right? You bought the perfect ticket. Haste module. Ooh. Oh my god. I like this by T-Man. A little off-center. I'm just going to adjust the screen a little bit here. Having this a little off-center means it will go after the tower more. And it might not pull units that are on this flank. Not a bad choice here. Second unit of crawlers. Where's it going? In this back flank. Rhino will be able to take out the crawlers and then take out the tower, but it will take significant damage doing so if those crawlers are able to get a wrap. I do like Rice's very aggressive playstyle. A lot of units here are not being used here by T-Man. They're just coming into the fight late. Aha! Is there any... there is some anti-air. Phoenix will not be able to steal the show, but they will do an insane amount of damage versus the steel balls. They're grouped up nicely as well. Are they... Oopsies. Are they going to go after... They are going to go after those crawlers. Good placement on those crawlers. Would like to see maybe a tarantula or some more sledgehammers here by T-Man, just to hold things down a little bit longer. Oh, instead going with the oil. Oil early. It's going to slow things down for several turns. Okay. There's the obligatory missile. Down goes the big boy, slowing everything down, giving these units time to actually make contact. I like that a lot. One unit of Phoenix kind of not doing anything. Tower drops. Wow, Rhino actually got the tower drop before dealing with the crawlers. I was not expecting that. I thought that he would go after the crawlers first. Well, that changes everything. Is it enough? I guess, because there is a Rhino going after the other tower as well. There's just not enough wave clear here, though, for T-Man. Eventually the Rhino will clear all this up, but if that Rhino hadn't been here, I think T-Man would have been in a world of hurt. Maybe grab a couple of arc lights. They're fairly cheap. Or a couple more units of tanks. Just because the tanks do not have great... This Vulcan would be huge. I mean, if you play the Vulcan out, that's that. What? Instead going with an Overlord? Cool. I'm into it. It's kind of groovy. Maybe a couple of Typhoons here for Rice, just to hold down each flank. Typhoons are fantastic flank holders. Just because they can shoot up, they can shoot down, they can deal a lot of damage very quickly to light units, or they have a good sustained damage. I really like Typhoons. So they'd be able to probably kill 3 tanks if they were on the flank there. Instead, we have an Overlord. Just a surprise Overlord. We're gonna see a second one? No. Instead, it is going to be another unit of sledgehammers. Okay. I don't mind it. Melting point here from Rice. What did he recycle? Looks like he recycled some steel balls. Trading them out for Mustang with range to help get rid of potential enemy threats in the form of air units, and also quite good at killing chaff now. Okay. Whose missile is this? Looks like it is T-Man's missile. Here come the aggressive wave of attackers. Actually pulling off a lot of chaff. Wow, pulling off a lot of units. That actually might be enough. Mustang are going to be able to cut through these Fang without any issue and grab the tower. Will they grab the tower in a decent time, though? Looks like it's going to be... No. The tower does have an upgrade. It's going to have a lot of HP. Most important thing here is this melting point. Health is dropping very quickly on the tower. Melting point might die. It does not. If that melting point can get online to the Overlord, ooh, that is probably that. Whoa, that was so close. T-Man had it by, or he would have had it by one more shot, one more full-powered shot from those Phoenixes. Hey, the old supply. Advanced aiming is quite good, though. T-Man skips. T-Man, You could have had so much money. You invest your 100 now, and then you have 150 always. Rice is thinking about it. Rice could invest his 50 to get 100 next time. Instead goes with the assault melting point. So I don't mind the HP increase. But the decrease in range does mean it's quite easy for the Overlord that no longer exists to outrange it. Actually, I think that's a good choice here by T-Man, getting rid of that Overlord. You had to pay a little bit of cash to grab it, but recycling it, you'll always earn more. Lots of Mustang, lots of quick attack units coming out for Rice. I think that is a very good play. Tons of bodies that all move very quickly, have great range, fire quite quickly. They don't do much damage per second, but now they're firing fairly rapidly. This flank has been shut down. Is there... these tanks will eventually... Actually, these tanks will deal with everything. I think T-Man's wasting a little bit of money on these sentry turrets, though. Yeah, the tank should be far enough back that you could put a unit in front of them. Wow, that's a lot of missiles. 3 missiles on the field here for T-Man. That's a lot of missiles. Tanks are able to get into range much quicker now and actually deal some damage. Still getting just plinked away, though. These little bad boys are not doing a great job. Here they come, getting absolutely chewed apart by the Mustang. Luckily, there were some crawlers left over, but this doesn't look good. I think these Mustang can actually kill that entire unit of Fang. It's possible. Level 2 tanks able to hold it down a little bit better, but that's that. Well, it looks like the Fang were able to close the distance eventually. They won't be able to get the tower, but they're trying. Dealing a surprising amount of damage. Alright, there needs to be a little bit more meat here for the T-Man. Additional supply, or additional deployment. Oh, interesting. And now T-Man goes for the advanced aiming. If he'd done the advanced aiming twice, his units would have 20 more range. I think he realized how powerful that was, because some of the tanks were dying to the concerted fire of these Mustang. Now with Scorpions, I don't see how T-Man's gonna come back from this. This is pretty rough. Melting point of his own. It feels like Rice has twice as many units. Let's see, there's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Rice just feels like he has a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, not 3 times as much, but a third more. Or sorry, a quarter more. That's quite good. Is that right? Not even a quarter. Whatever. Go, Scorpion! Oh, okay. Or don't. That's cool, too. You can pay the $50 for the Scorpion's job. These little guys are just giving away XP for the Mustang. Not ideal. Wow, this is going to be a very, very good win here for Rice. Which probably means Rice will go up against whoever wins in the game against Apooche. But we will have to see if we can't grab the replay for that one. Good job, everybody. Oh, this poor melting point. Oh my god, death by a million cuts. T-Man in a really, really hard spot. He might be in the same time zone as me, though, so I don't blame him if he's like half dying right now. As a fellow old man. T-Man, I don't know how old you are. He might be like 15, who knows. But Rice definitely showing time doesn't matter to him. He doesn't care if it's 2 a.m., 1 o'clock in the afternoon, he's here to play. Oil comes down for T-Man. I do really like this. Playing it in his own... Oh, sorry, I spun the screen there. Playing it in his own back line makes life significantly easier against shields. I like that quite a bit. Oh, Rhino on Rhino violence. It won't be enough. With the crawler replicate, it's just the coup de grace. Stormcaller fire can be enough to deal with this, but it's not going to be. That's a ton of missiles by T-Man. I feel like T-Man's just way overusing the missiles. He's played roughly 2 missiles every other turn, and the game's gone on for 6 rounds. That's $300 in missiles. Around there. Maybe only 250, but still. That's a couple of units or a very good upgrade. Rhino drops down, kills the enemy Rhino, and then immediately dies. Fire for both players, not great, as the waves tend to be a little bit better here for T-Man, just because he has crawlers in the back line. But it is what it is. Huge sweeping destruction on the right-hand flank. Stormcallers may be able to pressure some of this, though. They don't necessarily have to win or, like, you know, kill the enemy units with a single shot. That fire can often do enough, but I don't think it's going to be enough to, well, it might be enough to keep him in the game. These Stormcallers are doing quite well for themselves. Enemy Stormcallers were sitting in the fire. T-Man earned himself another round. Round 7. A little low on the old HP there, T-Man. Sticky oil for T-Man again. Probably going to catch Rice off guard. I did get rid of a lot of Mustang. Assault Scorpion, tons of fun. Lots of Mustang. Missile interception. That sounds pretty good to me. Jeez. There are just so many Mustang. Somebody get me a Vulcan. A couple of Vulcan. With range increase. And like level 2. Yeah, it's a little too late. But hey, it would be good. Yeah, this right flank, it doesn't feel like T-Man has any units. Good on him for getting rid of these tanks, though. They were giving away way too much XP. I don't mind having a unit of crawlers pulling things away. Obviously, these crawlers are not doing the most anymore because they're just so outclassed, but you know, if it was a bunch of level 1 units that had to race over and try and get them, I understand. The desperate wasp transition into what appears to be just a checkerboard of Mustang. Hey, with the old steel balls. Mustang and steel ball. Oh, the old roly derby. I don't know if they have roller rinks anymore. My wife was younger. She used to go to like rollerblade arenas or roller rinks, depending on where you were and which part of the country. Kind of throwing these crawlers into the fire. I'm not so sure about that one, but it is what it is. These Mustangs should intercept that missile too. Once it goes off, if it goes off. Get it! There we go, boys. The Desperation Wasps. They're always fun. But, oh, hey, one of those missiles landed. Able to kill off a whole bunch of Mustang. Not bad. Probably 3 units of Mustang just died there. It's not enough, but it is always fun to see. The little trucks drive into the fire. GG. You know, Mustang always kind of reminded me of like the speeder bikes and the Star Wars movies. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the tournament. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see if I can't grab the replay from the final game.